on now. We so tired of the muck. Dig into the word and discover who God actually created you to be, because you're dope. I don't think people talk about that a lot, how beautiful the faith journey is, but how exhausting it is at the exact same time. You get so busy becoming that you forget to just be. Can you imagine having to sit there and tell yourself that I was too scared to go after anything? My spirit just feels 0 to 100 real quick. I'll squat on that real, okay. But I fell in love with both of them at the same time, actually. Good morning. It is Monday. It's Monday, and it's 19 degrees. Clearly, it's like snowed, iced. I don't even know what it did overnight, but it's very cold this morning. My windshield is very iced up. I scraped like half of it and then was like, come on. I do not got time for all this. I'm going to change my mind if I sit in this car and let it defrost. But anyway, I don't feel that great. Like, I got kind of like a runny nose, but my body feels fine. So I don't know if that means I'm like going to get sick soon or if it's just from the cold. But I'm here. Never missed a Monday. I have every excuse to not be here this morning, and I really, 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 really don't feel like it. But I don't have a reason not to. So I'm here. I honestly have a lot on my mind this morning. Yeah. I got a lot going on, and I feel like it's going to be kind of hard to vlog this morning and not talk about it. But yeah, I finally hit a season where I refuse to half love anybody. And I'm not just talking romantic, I'm talking friendship, I'm talking any type of human to human connection in general. Like, I finally hit the point in my life where I'm not scared to love people. I believe that love is the best gift that we have. That's biblical truth. Like, love is the best gift that we have. And I think for a long time I was really scared to love people. Obviously I had like the fear of rejection, or I had the lack of understanding that I even deserved to be loved. Like it was mainly because of me. Like, I didn't believe that I deserved love. I didn't believe that I was even lovable. I thought that I was really hard to love. And so I would get scared to vocalize how I feel about people because I didn't believe that they should love me back. But I also was really scared to love people more than they loved me. And that was always a big thing for me, but it's not now. It's not now. Like, I finally hit the point where I want to love people authentically, openly, unapologetically, with no fear. Like, that's not scary to me anymore. Wow. Why are we so scared to love people? Why are we so scared to love people? Like, we get so scared and we're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to fall in love. Oh my gosh, I don't want to catch feelings. Oh my gosh, I don't. Why? Like, it just makes no sense to me anymore. If love is the best gift that we have, then why are we so scared to give it away? Why are we so scared to receive it? I'm just not in that place in my life anymore. I just would always find myself forcing myself to love people less than I actually do, or pretend like I don't actually love, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to love how I was created to love, unapologetically, without the fear of being too much or being too deep or being extra, or I don't fear those things anymore, because I know my value, and I didn't before. I didn't know my value before, which is why I was always scared to be rejected, but I know my value now. So now it's like I'm not scared to get rejected. I'm not scared for somebody to say, oh, I don't love you back. Okay, well, first of all, you must not really know me. I'm just being real, and I'm not saying that in a cocky way. You should feel like that about yourself too. If you don't feel like that about yourself, you just have yet to meet and discover the version of yourself God created you to be. And if you knew that person, if you discovered that version of yourself, you would feel the exact same way that I'm saying right now. It's an honor to be around me. It's an honor to be with me, to be directly connected to me. And again, you should feel like that about yourself. And if you don't, dig into the word and discover who God actually created you to be, because you're dope. You're dope. You just haven't discovered it yet. I'm just saying. Before I discovered who I was created to be in Christ, like who God actually made me to be, I was only living as the worldly version of myself, and I didn't see her value. I didn't believe that she deserved real, raw, authentic, genuine love. I would allow people to come and go out of my life as if I was disposable, as if I was trash, because I didn't see my value, but I do now. I do now. And I thank God that I realized that. I thank God that I really found my value. Like, I found my strength. I found my worth for the first time in my life. And I don't have any desire to let people play about me anymore. Like, why? You're gonna treat me like I'm disposable? As if I'm trash? As if I bring no value to your life? That sounds crazy, friend. Respectfully, that sounds so crazy. You will stop letting people play about you when you stop playing about you. That's why I don't move the same way that I used to move. I don't let people treat me like crap anymore, because I don't treat me like crap anymore. And I'm telling you, when you find your value, when you find your worth, you move different, which is why you attract different. I'm not scared to love anymore. I want to love my friends. I want to love my guy. I want to love my job. I want to love my workout routines. I want to love my kid. I want to love my life. I want to love my life. And if you're still scared to love life, if you're still scared to love God, if you're still scared to love other people, it's not gonna work. It's a no from me. Hard pass. I don't want to do that anymore. So that's what was on my mind this morning. And I feel really good, honestly. I don't mean this in like a sad way. I'm not sad at all. Like, I have all friends and people around me that love the same way as me. So I'm not saying this in like a sad way. I'm actually saying it in a beautiful way. But yeah, that's it. It is so cold out here, and I had to turn the heat down for the video. So I'm going to go inside now and get my workout on. Never miss a Monday. Never miss a Monday. If you don't have a reason to miss Monday, you should not be missing Monday. I had a lot of excuses as to why I shouldn't come this morning, or why I didn't want to come this morning, or why I could be fine passing on the workout this morning. But I didn't have a reason. God woke me up this morning, and there's a lot of people who lost their lives even just this morning, even right this second, even last night. You know, there's a lot of people that did not wake up this morning, and I was not one of those. So I'm here. And I'm ready, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm blessed to be up and to be given another chance to live and to love. Ooh, that came full circle, didn't it? It is going to be such a great Monday. It's going to be such a great week. Make sure you show love to yourself this week, even though this vlog is not about to drop until the end of the week. Still, whenever you're watching this, make sure you show yourself love today. Learn to love yourself authentically so that you can learn to love other people authentically, because that's how Christ wanted us to live. That's how God wants us to live. That's how God wants us to treat people. That's how God wants us to experience this world. So I'm going to do that. And you should do that too. Now go work out and go be great. And I love you authentically. Bye, friends. Listen, I am not even trying to complain, but I am so sick of this cold. Why? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I got my tire fixed though.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want.
Oh, whoa, it's so cold. I'm so tired of the cold. Everybody come on now. We so tired of the mud. Cold, so tired of the cold. Oh, it's like my bangs are frozen because I had to get them wet before I left. I gotta do my no, I rebuke sickness in the name of Jesus. No sir, because why am I getting sick? I keep thinking that it's something slight, and I keep trying to sleep it off. But baby, I keep waking up, and I'm like, you. Come on. The devil is a lie. Anyway, good morning, friends. What's up? Happy, is it Tuesday? Look, I don't even know. My son didn't have school yesterday because it's President's Day, and I really do got concerns about this, y'all. I'm not trying to be funny, but I really wanted to call the school like, hey, just a real quick question. If my beautiful little human here can't even list off 5 presidents, can he come to school? Can grab your book bag? Grab your book bag. I asked my son that, and he listed off, I forget, he said George Washington, and then he started talking about some Abraham Lincoln. Get your book bag. Back it up. Because why they get 2 days off of President's Day? I'm just asking because I don't remember that happening to us. I don't remember getting 2 days off for President's Day. Anyway, so it don't feel like a Tuesday, but it is. Why am I playing like this? I have been obsessed with Friday's album. My friends have been actually telling me, multiple friends have been telling me to listen to that for like weeks now, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But now I'm obsessed. It's been on repeat. Oh, look, Kenzie's up. What was I saying? Oh, I've had that album on repeat, right? And there's one song where he's talking about how he hopes he sees it through before he's gone. And I'm telling y'all, I talk about it on live all the time, how my biggest fear used to be ending up alone. Which is why I was a huge people pleaser. But nowadays, my biggest fear truly is ending up on that deathbed and not being able to say that I went after every last thing that I knew I was supposed to go after. Like, I'm telling you, that part of the song gets me every time because it truly is such a big fear for me. Can you think about it? Think about it. If you make it to the end, when you make it to the end, because we all have an expiration date. So when you make it to that date and you're laying on that bed, can you imagine having to sit there and tell yourself that I was too scared to go after anything? I was too scared or too embarrassed, or I let my silly little insecurities hold me back from going after what I knew I was supposed to be going after. Can you imagine that? Like, that is so terrifying to me. I used to really want and pray for a hospital room just full of people that loved me. Like, I just wanted a huge funeral, you know, a huge crowd of people that were like, I loved her. Chelsea was so amazing. Chelsea did so much good in this world. Like, I used to long for that. And nowadays, I'm like, it's gonna mean nothing to me if there's a whole room full of people that love me, but I hated myself. Like, I'm so scared to end up on that deathbed and be like, yeah, I made everybody else happy, but I'm still miserable. Oh my gosh. No way. You know, there's certain fears that hold you back, and then there's certain fears that free you. There's certain fears that set you free, and that's a fear that definitely set me free. The fact that I am so scared to end up at my expiration date and not be able to honestly say that I went after it 100%. Like, that's what I go so hard for. That's why I stay so consistent, because I just want to be able to make it to the end and say that I tried. I did everything in my power to become the person God wanted me to be. Like, I went after all of it. I did it scared. I did it insecure. I did it hurt. It doesn't matter. Like, every day I woke up and I went hard. Every day I woke up and I refused to quit. Ooh. I just want to be proud of myself when I make it to the end. I want to be proud of myself. I want to be like, yeah, I wasn't perfect. You didn't do it 100% of the time. You didn't go hard 100% of the time, but you did your best. Like, job well done, Chelsea. Like, I just want to be proud of myself when I make it to the end, and it scares me that so many of us won't be. So many of us will not be proud of ourselves in the least bit. So many of us are going to make it to our expiration date, and we're just going to be laying there and be like, dang, I wish I woulda. Ooh, my gosh. I wish I woulda. I am very scared of the life that I'm living now because it's all a risk. You know, I'm going hard every day. I'm pushing my body to new limits. Like, I'm vulnerably showing up to my friendships. I'm vulnerably loving people. Like, it's scary. What I'm doing, I feel like, is scary. It's very out of my comfort zone to go so hard for a life that I've never seen. However, it's more scary to me for me to make it to the end and be like, I knew in the back of my head that there had to be more to life than this, and I didn't go after any of it. Oh, I'm more scared to make it to the end, to make it to old age, and be one of those people that's just sitting out on my porch in my rocking chair doing what? doing what? Like just rocking and wishing that I would have. Wish I would have said that. Wish I would have done that. Wish I would have spoke up. Wish I wouldn't have been so scared. Wish I would have tried harder. Wish I would have pushed myself more. Like, I wish I would have went after something. I wish I would have became somebody. That is so terrifying to me. I'm not doing that. Nope, 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 nope. Society really wants us to think that once you hit 30 and you haven't made it yet, that you're not going to be successful. And I do not believe that. I do not receive that at all. I recently hit 30. I'm almost 31 now, and my life is just beginning. I'm just getting started. Like, I'm now finally on the path to becoming the person that I'm going to be proud of. I refuse to give up. Are you kidding me? I gave up all of my 20s. I'm just beginning now. And I'm going to be one of those people that make it to the end. And I'm going to be sitting in my rocking chair and be like, I went hard for everything. I did it. I became the person I knew I should have been the whole time. Ooh, that is beautiful. I moved my son and I out of our little 3-bedroom household 10 days before my 29th birthday. And I'm turning 31 in a couple months. It's been almost 2 years since I started my whole self-discovery process, and it has been the best 2 years of my entire life. And not because it's all been perfect, and not because I leveled up in every aspect of my life, although God, I really, really did, but really because I can now say that I'm proud of myself. I went hard for all of it, and I have yet to stop. There has not been one single day out of the past almost 2 years now that I gave up. There was not one single day where I was like, you know what, I'm going to go back to the stagnant life that I was living. Not one day. Not one day. And for me to be able to sit here so close to my 31st birthday and be like, I am still going hard for myself. I'm still showing up every day. I'm still waking up early. I'm still in my word. Not one day went by that I did not put a prayer up. Not one day. Not one day can I look back in the past 2 years and say I didn't fight. I didn't give it my all. I didn't try. God, that's crazy. I'm telling you, we be chasing the wrong things in this lifetime. We chase all the wrong things. If you're chasing money, you're never going to be fulfilled. Chase something that's real. Chase being proud of yourself. Chase that. I started on a journey to self-discovery, and I just really wanted to be proud of the person that I was showing up as, and I made it there. I made it there. And that's what I mean when I say that I'm successful. When I say I'm successful, I'm not talking about my bank account. I don't care nothing about that. Yes, we need money. I get it, and the money will come. Please trust and believe that it will come. I'm not tripping about none of that, but I'm successful because I became the person that I can now say that I'm proud of. I became somebody that I love. Question of the day is, what are you chasing? What are you really after? You know, like, are you after worldly success? Because you'll achieve that. It's really not that difficult to achieve worldly success if we're being real. What type of success are you after? Because I'm after me. I'm after God. Like, I'm after purpose. I'm after something so much bigger than what this world has to offer. And the fact that I'm actually achieving that is the most wild feeling ever. Like, you think you know what proud is? You think you're proud because you hit a certain number in your bank account? Wait till you experience the feeling of being proud of yourself for actually becoming somebody that you can be proud of, for actually becoming somebody that you love. Oh, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Listen, Linda. I just needed to come back on and tell y'all, first of all, my workout was really, really good. But second of all, I passed like 2 different churches on the way home, and the little billboard thing, the little sign outside the church just said, "Many are called, few get up." Come on with the word, baby. Many are called. God calls many, but few get up. Few people be like, okay, yeah, I'm about to rock with this. Yeah, I'm about to step into this. Yeah, I'm actually about to see what this is. Very few people get up and do the work that they have to do in order to make it to the promised land. Very few people stick to the plan, stick to the course. Many are called, very few get up. That is good. Whatever church that was. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's Fun Fact Wednesday. What I got for you? Something that a lot of people might not know about me is that I am from Springfield, Massachusetts. I lived there for the first little portion of my life. And then one of my aunts got deployed here. She's in the military, and she got deployed here to Ohio, and the whole family just went with her, apparently. So we've been here, but the majority of my family lives in Massachusetts still. So yeah, that's Fun Fact Wednesday. I don't know if that was a fun fact, because some people probably know that, but maybe some people don't. I don't really think I have another one for y'all. You gotta wait until next Wednesday. Let me unbutton up a little bit, Chelsea. You look like you about to go on a freaking snowmobile. So I am hitting the rest of lower body today because my Monday got cut short, and I wanna finish. You know, I gotta finish. So I'm gonna hit the rest of my lower body today, and then core. I'm gonna do core. Those of you that have asked about my 6-day split, so I'm not a gym guru. I don't really know if what I'm doing in the gym is correct, but I mean, it's working, so I don't know. But I'll give you guys my 6-day split. So Monday I do lower body, Tuesday I do upper body, Wednesday I do core, Thursday I do intense cardio, Fridays and Sundays are full bodies, and Saturday is my rest day. So that's what I usually do. That's what I've stuck to for like the past little bit. I just change up the workouts every now and then. Like my upper body has definitely changed. I'm trying to work on my little, they call them bat wings, the little chubby underarms. I've been working on that, and it's actually been really cool to see the progress with that. That's the funnest part about the gym, man. When you really start paying attention to your progress, like when you start hitting new PRs because you're watching, like you're paying attention. Ooh, it's so fun. It was like, yeah, I was pulling 85 on there last week, but this week, baby, I'm a new girl. She's a new girl. Something, though, that I wanted to talk about real quick is how lately I have noticed that... What that? What that was, but I sure don't got time. Anyway, I was thinking a lot recently how different I am in so many aspects. Like, obviously, I know how different I am in so many aspects of life, but to actually see it, for me to sit there and say, like, I no longer look for validation from other people is one thing, but to actually see it in my own life and be like, wow, wait, so you really truly are no longer looking for validation from other people. Like, I don't care that much about people's responses. Like, I'm not doing things for a response. I'm not saying things for a response. I'm not doing things for validation. I'm not doing things for applause. Like, I'm doing things because God tells me to do things, and I'm just dang obedient. And so when I do things, I'm like, okay, cool, I got a well done from God. So everybody else's well done is just extra. So on today's Big Sister series, I wish I would have realized sooner that the validation of other people can never fulfill me. The validation from God means so much more and fulfills me so much more than the validation from another imperfect individual. I wish I would have realized sooner. I have a whole series on TikTok of that, by the way. It's titled Big Sister series. And if you click the little link at the top of my profile, it'll show you all the videos in that series. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I have been paying attention to my profiles lately, like to see the difference between all of them, because I just be posting, really. You know, I feel led to post something and I post it, but it's kind of cool to see the breakdown of my platforms. Like TikTok is me talking the talk, whereas YouTube is me walking the walk. Like, you see me more in my daily life. You see me getting up early. You see me going to the gym. You see me talking about my current feelings and my current seasons. That's me walking the walk. And then Instagram, I'm just having a blast. Like, Instagram, I'm just living life. So you see me like in my daily routine and stuff on Instagram stories, and Instagram reels, I'm really just like promoting, like for YouTube and TikTok. Like, I'm really just posting the rest of those videos. On Instagram too, I'm living life. Like, I'm talking to my girls in the group chats. My private community is on Instagram a lot. In the little group chat and on close friends and my Instagram stories. So yeah, the difference between all the platforms is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I kind of like it here. Anyway, I pray that today you guys remember that the validation from other people is not the only thing that you're after in this world. that you're here to leave an impact. You're here to leave a mark. You're here to do the job that God wants you to do and that God wants you to fulfill in this world. And everything else is just extra. Everything else is just a bonus. Everything else is just for a little razzle dazzle. Like, it's not that deep. Stop taking everything so serious. And I pray that I remember that too, because some days are hard, you know, when you value people and you really want them to think the best about you and you really want them to validate you and appreciate you in a deep way. And sometimes when you don't get that validation or the response that you're looking for, it can be hurtful. And I'm telling you, it helps so much to know that you're living in God's will. Like, it helped me so much to know that I did what God told me to do. So if anybody were to ever leave my life and leave my space, I know that I was showing up in their life as the person that God called me to be in their space. And that is the most freeing feeling ever, because I know that I showed up as who God wanted me to show up as. And so everything else is out of my control. My definition of success is no longer the world's definition of success. I'm not trying to make the most friends on this planet as possible. Like, I'm not trying to get the most money in my bank account. I'm not trying to get all the fancy clothes and the big, beautiful houses. Like, that's not what I'm after. My definition of success is living up to the person that God wants me to be, being the person on this earth that God is calling me to be. And as long as I'm doing that, then I'm successful. I don't need people to validate the fact that I'm an amazing individual, because God validates that. And that's what I'm after. That's my definition of success, is living up to the person God is calling me to be. At the end of the day, I just want to leave a mark. Like, I just want to leave an impact. I want people to leave my space and be like, she helped me in some way. She was a light in my life in some form or fashion. Like, I just want to leave a mark in everybody's space, everybody that I come into contact with. I don't want people to have all this negative, mean stuff to say about me. Like, I don't want to leave a negative impact in anybody's space ever. My goal is to just be a light somehow to every person that I come into contact with. I also want to get rid of this stuffy nose, and I really want to go jump rope. So I'm logging the heck off, man. I'm about to go put my music on real quick and finish my little energy drink. I need my pre-workout because I'm actually tired of these little things. I feel like it's too much to drink compared to just putting a little scoop in your water and going about your day. But anyways, I'm about to go have such a good workout. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I'm so weird. I really love weird people, though. Everybody that I rock with is kind of weird. I'm just saying. When you really look at them, I'll be like, you're so strange. And I love that. I love that. Weird people are my kind of people. Yo, the sky looks beautiful. That was a really good workout. But honestly, some days it just feels like I'm going through the motions. Like, and I'm honestly not talking about my gym routine at all, because I do different things often. Like, my gym routine is cool for real. I think it's just life in general. Like, I've been on such a journey for what feels like so long now. It's been almost 2 years, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm ready for something to shake, to be honest. It gets hard when you've been working for something for so long, and it's not that it's not working, it's not that you don't see any results, but you're not really seeing the results that you have been hoping for. And some days it gets to me. Some days when I'm not motivated and I'm just so tired, but I push through anyway. And it's like, okay, how long? How long we gonna have to do all this before I get what was promised to me? I didn't really want to start doing YouTube. For those that have followed me for a while and have been on my lives and stuff, y'all know that I was really, really scared to do YouTube at first. I still kind of am, only because the faith journey is not for the weak. And I don't think people even really know. You know, like, I know people know, but I don't think people really have an idea, like, how difficult it truly is to keep your mental health on track all the time, to deal with all the things that, you know, people deal with, because life still be lifing, but to stay obedient and stay consistent and stay motivated as much as you can, and to not give up, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and inspire people along the way. Like, I don't think people talk about that a lot, how beautiful the faith journey is, but how exhausting it is at the exact same time. Like, some days I'm just so tired, and not in a physical way. Like, even if I tried to stay in bed, I couldn't do it. Like, I'm not physically tired, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like, just exhausted. And it really be the days where, like, I get hit on and stuff at the gym, which I'm somebody that really does appreciate a compliment. Like, I'm not disrespectful. I'll be like, oh, thank you so much. Like, I appreciate your kind words. I appreciate your compliment. But sometimes I'll go in the bathroom and I'm just like, I'm just ready to settle down. Like, I feel like I'm reaching that point now. I remember saying last year, like, I was just not ready at all to settle down at all. And now I really feel like I'm so just, like, tired of the hustle and the chase and all these things. Like, I'm just ready to settle down. I'm ready to be with my person and just chill. Like, I'm ready to have that one somebody that appreciates me in a real raw way, like, loves me and everything that I come with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that sounds crazy to people, but some days it just hits me and I'm like, I just really wish I was going home to him. I really wish I was going home to our space, in my space. I don't know. And some days I can't shake the feeling. Some days I'm like, I'm so tired of working so hard for something. And it's like, when is it gonna come, God? But it's so beautiful at the same time. That's why it's so confusing. It's like, I'm not actually tired at all. I'm actually having a blast. Last year, I really remember feeling like I'm not ready for anything. Like, I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to commit myself to anybody. Like, I'm not ready to really move and get my own spot. And, like, I wasn't ready because I felt like I had so much left to do. And I've spent the last year doing. And now I really feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm just ready to settle down. Like, and I'm not just talking romantically, although that too. But just in general, like, I'm ready to have our safe space back. I'm ready for it to just be me and my baby and, start our life again and not be on the chase. I'm ready to settle down. And I can't even believe that I'm saying that. But I am. I'm ready to settle down. I feel like I know who my person is and I'm not really tripping about nobody else. Like, I ain't even really thinking about when I get compliments or all the men in my DMs. Like, I really don't be paying attention to none of that. Like, respectfully, I don't know. Some days it's just hard to not think about it. Some days it's hard to not take it as punishment when you see all these people getting married and settling down and getting chosen, and you're showing up as this beautiful individual, but you're single, or you're still on the chase for something, or you're still going home alone. I guess sometimes it's hard to shake the feeling that you haven't been chosen, whatever that even means, because I don't really believe in all that crap. Like, we make that into such like an insult, like, you haven't been chosen. I wasn't playing for a long time. I wasn't out there to get chosen, like, I was in there being a savage. I was acting crazy. But I think that some of the comments get to me sometimes, when you're pushing 31 and you ain't really no closer to having the kids and the family. I think that it gets to me sometimes. And I'm gonna shake it off. I always shake it off. It ain't that deep, but my vlogs are not for the men. I say all the time, like, I'm a girl's girl, like, so I'm not on here trying to, like, get attention. I got attention. I don't want people to, like, feel sorry for me on some weird stuff. I'm just being honest. And I think that a lot of us women, especially the single girlies, I feel like you can relate to what I'm talking about. Like, some days it's so difficult to shake that feeling of, why haven't I gotten chosen? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, how do people know me? How do men really get to know me and not be like, wow, she's dope? And it seems to only really get to me when, like I said, I get hit on or I get compliments on my body, or And it's like, it really is such a compliment, you know. Like, I'm not saying that it makes me upset when men compliment me, because I'm like, thank you, like, I've worked hard for this body, you know, like, so thank you for noticing, or thank you for appreciating. But sometimes it's like, dang, man, even at my biggest weight, I've been complimented on my body shape or my butt or whatever. And it's like, at what point does somebody see me and is like, no, like, I love her heart, like, I love her character, like, I love her consistency, like, it's like the body compliments just get old. Like, when is a man gonna see me for more than that? Like, I don't want to just be that. And I used to want to, you know, like, I used to want attention from men physically, because all the other girls were getting complimented for their body. And nowadays it's like, I just want to settle down already. Like, I don't want the compliments on my body. Like, I don't want the compliments on my looks or my, like, I don't care about none of that. I'm ready for a man to really see me. I guess I'm just ready for that man to be like, I choose you, and not because of your body or because of what you can do in the bedroom or none of that physical stuff, but because you're you. For all the girls that resonate with that, keep your head up, bro. Because it's me too, you know. Like, it's a lot of us that feel like that. It's a lot of us that were chasing after the worldly success and the timeline, and it's easy to feel like, oh, I hit this certain age and now it's me, like, I'm the problem because I haven't been chosen yet, you know. Like, and that's just not true. Like, you can't mess up God's plan. God's plan is God's plan, and if it's in God's plan for your life for you to have that partner, then that's what will happen, you know. I've had to learn to surrender over the timeline, and that's been a really difficult thing for me, to be like, okay, God, I trust your plan, even if it doesn't happen for another year, even if it doesn't happen for another 2 years, like, even if I had to chill alone for however long, like, I'm cool with that, because I trust you and I know that your timing is perfect. But it's hard, and that's why I wanted to be open about that, because I know that a lot of women deal with that same thing. And I can't promise that it gets easier, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm right there fighting through it with you. I know that the day will come, and until then, I'm gonna love me for me. Like, I'm gonna give myself that love, especially on the difficult days like this when I feel like I need it the most. So love on yourself extra today. Love on yourself extra on those days when you just can't really shake the feeling. Listen, I don't know what this feeling is this morning, but my spirit just feels off. I don't know. My spirit feels weird today. Like, it don't feel like my typical morning. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Good morning, friends. It is Thursday morning, and man, your girl is running off of, I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know how I'm even up and moving, because I feel like I haven't even had one thought go through my mind yet this morning. Like, I'm just moving. I'm just operating. I'm just going with the flow. I can't tell y'all how many days I wake up and I thank God that I have a solid routine that works for me, because there's so many days that I wake up and I'm just like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't even got the energy for it. And I don't have to. I don't have to think about what's best for me to do in that moment. I don't have to think about what's smart for me to do in that moment, or what the plan is, or what I have the energy to get done. I just do. I just stick to the plan. I'm telling you, like, sometimes I make it to the gym and I'm like, I didn't even think that whole time. I just went with the flow, because it's all habit now. That's crazy. Have you ever driven somewhere and you're like, I know I made it here. Like, I know I drove here, but I don't even remember that whole ride. You know you drove it. Like, you're not crazy. You know you drove it, but you don't even really remember the entire ride. That's what it feels like sometimes when I make it to the gym. And I'm like, I don't remember that whole morning. I remember my alarm going off. I remember getting up and going, but I don't actually remember. I be really feeling like I'm crazy when I put this camera on. Some mornings I have to just sit here and allow myself to just be. Just be. I think so often so many of us get so focused and caught up on the becoming. You know, you're chasing after something, you're working for something, you're going so hard for all of these things, and you're just go, 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 go. And you get so busy becoming that you forget to just be. You forget to be here in the now, in the right this second. You forget to take it all in and see all the beauty in the current season that you're in. And the truth is, my life is very busy. I've been chasing something for a while, and I've been very successful. I've made a lot of progress. You know, my routine is jam-packed, it feels like. And jam-packed in a good way. I definitely prioritize rest. I have a very healthy lifestyle, but it's busy, and I'm very intentional about being, you know, slowing down often and just realizing where I'm at, realizing how far I've come, and just taking it in, you know, appreciating the moment for what it is, appreciating where I'm at right now, what part of my story I'm in, what chapter is being written currently, and what chapter is to come next. Like, I view my life as a storyline, which might sound crazy to some people, but for real, because I journal so often that I'm reading my own story. I'm writing my own story, and I'm reading my own story, and I'm invested in my own story. And so some mornings I just take a moment to just sit and be here in the chapter that I'm in, and not worry so much about how I'm getting to the next chapter, or what to do next, or what plans I have coming up for the day, or who needs me, or, you know, none of that. Just be here.
Can't focus on me. Baby, can you focus?
I'm the first one here this morning. Good morning to me. I got the front row seat. Look at God. My God don't play about me. Period. The front row, baby. Happy Friday. My energy, my motivation is on about 2%. There was a lot of pain behind that laugh, baby, because I am so tired. I am so tired. This week has been boo tomatoes. That's how I feel about this week. That's it. Cut the tapes. That's all I had to say today. No, but for real, this week has been crazy. I guess I feel like I've just been going through so much this week. Like, my spirit has been really heavy all week. I got sick for a few days there, and it never really left. Like, I feel okay, but I keep having like highs and lows. Like, one minute my body just feels like fatigue. You know, I don't know. I told my friend this week, I'm like, I feel like my body just keeps trying to like shut down for some reason. And it doesn't happen to me often. And it didn't really feel like a sickness. It just felt more of like maybe exhaustion. I don't really know. But that's what I can explain it as. Like, I would hit like these random points where I was just really, really like tired. And to be honest, most of the time it wasn't even physical, although that happened a couple days too, but just mentally, spiritually, emotionally exhausted. Like, I don't want to think anymore. I don't want to talk anymore. I hit a couple points like that this week where I was just tired. Like, I remember telling a friend, like, I just want to pause everything. Like, Like, can the world just stop for a split second and then let me just like take a nap, and nothing around me, continues. Just like everybody just stop for a moment, for a few moments, for a couple days. Oh, wow, yes. If the world could just stop for a couple days and we all could just sleep. And oh my gosh, just like get my mind right, just get my body some rest, like without missing things, without missing deadlines and responses and appointments. And oh my gosh, there has just been so much going on, and not all bad, definitely not all bad, but just so much at once. So many feelings, so many emotions, so many experiences, so many new experiences, so many things that are just uncomfortable. There's just been so much. My gosh. My weeks, I feel like, get so busy that the weekends really are like my time to relax in like a real way. Not relax as in like book myself up with all this fun stuff to do, but really just like calm myself down, calm my spirit down, get my mind back right, get back on track with things, like set myself up for the next week. That's what I usually do on Sundays, my little Sunday resets. But man, I used to look forward to the weekend to go like twerk somewhere on the dance floor. And now I'm like, I cannot wait to just lay. Like just lay down. Just lay down and literally rest. Ooh, Jesus. Anyway, I was watching a video, or I came across a video yesterday. It was some random video, and he was talking about how he fell in love with God. And to be honest, I don't think I even finished the whole video because my wheels just started turning. Like, it put me into such like a deep thought. Because I never understood what people meant when they said that. Like, what do you mean you fell in love with God? Like, what does that even mean? Because I didn't know what love even was to begin with. So I definitely didn't understand that. But I didn't understand how do you fall in love with a spirit? Like, how do you fall in love with something that's not like a human being? And I did not get that at all. But I get that now. I get it very deeply, actually. And so I guess I wanted to tell you guys how I fell in love with God. Although that is not a video that I ever thought I was finna make. So I don't know what the heck is going on with my life and how the heck it went from 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that real. Okay. See. Anyway, I feel like I fell in love with God the exact same way that I fell in love with that man. Which is so crazy to say out loud, or to even feel to begin with. But I fell in love with both of them at the same time, actually. And it was very slow, but very quick. It was very confusing, yet made so much sense at the same time. It was very natural, like organic. Like, I didn't even realize what was going on. I didn't know that I was in love until I was. And then I was like, whoa, that's what that feels like. It happened so smoothly. And I know that some people are not going to understand what I'm talking about. And it's very hard to like explain or put into words without like writing it out. But I feel like it all happened so smoothly to where it just happened through conversation, through daily life, through like I would start putting the pieces together and be like, wait a second, is this what love is supposed to feel like?
Baby, can you focus on me?